relax that strain on the brain. Figure it out.
You are watching
Your games. Your sports.
Nick Gas.
Hey, games and sports fans, get ready for another Nick Gas Timeout. This time out, we're playing along with pro snowboarder Kelly Clark.
Hey everybody, it's time for some snowboarding trivia. Okay, the snowboard we know of today actually evolved from a snow toy back in the 60s. What was that snow toy called? Was it A, the ski board, B, the snurfer, C, the mono ski, or D, the snow screamer? Go ahead, give it some thought. Anything yet, guys? Keep thinking. All right, guys, let's see how you did. So did you say A, the ski board? Nope. Nice try. How about D, the snow screamer? That'd be incorrect. What about C, the mono ski? Nah, that's wrong too. That only leaves one answer, the snurfer. In 1965, Sherman Poppin, a chemical engineer, invented the snurfer as a toy for his daughter. It was only a few years later that the snowboard as we know it today was born. And if you knew that, you knew something about snowboarding.
Hey, get back in the game. We'll see you next time out.
Let's open up the playbook and learn from the pros. It's a games and sports trade trick.
Hi, I'm professional bowler Norm Duke. And for years, I've had trouble making that 10 pin. Today, I'm going to show you my trade trick on how to make that spare.
Norm with a solid 10.
The biggest problem with sparing the 10 pin is most people like to curve the ball at the 10 pin. That ball will go right in the gutter prior to the curving of the ball. So my trick is to throw it very, very straight. Now, because I'm right-handed, it's important for me to stand as far over to the left side of the approach as possible and aim diagonally at the 10 pin and throw it as straight as I can. Now, here's how to throw a straight ball. Now, if you can imagine this ball being just like a clock, I want to hold the ball with the thumb being at about 1 o'clock and the fingers at about 7. I don't want to rotate either direction in my swing. I just simply want to let go. Here's how that works. So remember, if you want to make the 10 pin like I can, stand as far over to the left as possible, throw it across lane at the 10 pin, and avoid any curve. I'm Norm Duke, and that's my trade trick.
From the four corners of your world, this is Global Gas.
Aloha, guys! What's going on, man? Coach chilling here by the beach, watching some Global Gas, your games and your sports from around the world. Check it out, Outrigger Canoeing. That's right, it's totally cool. These guys are tearing up the ocean. Check this out, Outrigger Canoeing, man.
Now, the first outrigger canoe races started in Hawaii, but way before it became a sport, Polynesians used outrigger canoes for transportation from one island to another. Now, these days, you can try it out in countries like the United States, Australia, Tahiti, and Fiji. Here's how it works. The outrigger canoe is different from an ordinary canoe because it has a rig on the side. Now, this rig balances the canoe and makes it more stable when you're in the ocean. Now, hardcore canoeists train year-round for the World Championship, a 40.3-mile race between the islands of Molokai and Oahu. And in these long races, each canoe is followed by a motorboat with reinforcements. And when paddlers get tired, they switch off with the other teammates who are standing by on the motorboat, ready to jump in and continue the race. Now, these switcheroos are really cool because the paddlers don't miss a beat. They get in and out in a split second. Now, lots of serious canoeists also do little sprint races called regattas, which are typically 250 to 500 meters long. Now, those take place in many places around the world and are good prep for the big race in Hawaii. Outrigger canoeing is considered Hawaii's national sport, and it's high-speed, high-intensity fun in the sun. Not only do you get really buff arms while you're at it, you get to race with a team and achieve results one person can't achieve alone.
All right, now one of the many perks of this sport here, of course, is getting a pretty nice tan, and As you can see, guys, I need to work on mine, so I'm gonna do a little bit more rowing. This has been Global Gas. I'm Maddie, our rigger canoeing man.
Now back to that strain on the brain. Figure it out.
You are watching
Your games. Your sports.
Nick Gas.
Hey, you want to improve your skills? Get fit? Gain that competitive edge? Then pay attention, because I got another skill drill. Hey, tennis players, you want to rule the court? Then get into the swing of this skill drill. I call it tennis talk. Grab a couple of tennis balls and get a grip. On your racket, that is. Ah! A good serve always starts with a good toss. Once the racket goes behind your head, stop your swing and throw the ball straight up in the air. Keep that arm extended now and simply catch the ball. There you go. If you're doing the drill right, the ball will go straight up and return directly to your hand. Keep it going. Once you're comfortable with your toss, you can finish your serve. Now get out there and practice. If you start acing people, all I want is a thank you. No strings attached. Ha! No strings. Now that's funny. Hey, it's just tennis humor.
My name is Hailey and my sport is figure skating. When I put on my ice skates, I think about myself and the moves I'm gonna do. Sometimes I imagine that I would go on the ice and everyone would be cheering for me and people will throw flowers on the ice.
Let's open up the playbook and learn from the pros. It's a games and sports trade trick.
Hey guys, I'm pro tennis player Maria Sharapova. So we all know that a great serve and a killer overhead can make all the difference on the tennis court. But when you want to own that court, a smooth ground stroke is the key to victory. Today's trade trick, the two-handed backhand. Okay, the first thing with a backhand is finding the right grip. You want to place your right hand on the bottom of the grip of the racket. Then place your left hand just above, touching your right hand. Next step is the pivot. As the ball approaches, pivot on your left foot as you step forward with your right foot while rotating your shoulders to the left. And lastly, you want to swing with a low to high path. Leading with your right shoulder, follow through with the racket head pointed up at about a 45-degree angle to the net. And what I like to do personally is keep my wrists firm all the way through the stroke. Okay, let's recap. First, you want to find the right grip. Next, as the ball approaches, you want to pivot. And lastly, follow through with a low to high path. And remember my tip, keep your wrists firm. So there it is, the two-handed backhand. Now take these tips to your favorite tennis spot and let's see what you've got. Keep watching Nick Gas for more trade tricks.
From the four corners of your world, this is Global Gas.
Hey, what's up, guys? Maddie chilling right here. This is Global Gas, your games and sports from around the world. Now check this. This is brand new killer sport out, sand toboggan, and that's right. And it is sweeping away the sandy slopes all across the world. Check this out.
So sand tobogganing can be done anywhere there's high dunes. Now Australia and Peru have the finest sand, and that makes you slide faster. Now other excellent spots to practice this sport are New Zealand, the United States, Egypt, and Saudi Arabia. Here is the lowdown. Now sand tobogganing is exactly like snow tobogganing, except this sport is practiced on sand, which can get really hot. So first off, players always wear light threads like shorts and a t-shirt and tons of sunscreen. Some people use a piece of plywood as their sandboards. And all the players do is sit down or lie flat on their stomach on the board and hang on tight, because this is one fast ride. When they're going downhill, they can control where they go by steering the front of the board with their hands. Now the trick, according to the pros, is to put wax on the bottom of the board to make it fly. And when their speed gets way too fast, they just break the old-fashioned way by sticking their feet out. Now it's not very high-tech, but hey, it works just fine.
Yeah! All right, guys. That was super cool, but let me tell you something. Guys don't like getting some dirt in your face and stuff like that. Forget about it. Sand tobogganing might not be for you. But I'll tell you one thing. Global Gas is. That's right, guys. I'm Matty. This was your games and your sports from around the world.
Now back to that strain on the brain. Figure it out.